Hello, welcome back everyone. Bloodless Knight here, this time with a big video for you of just what recently happened earlier today with the French medium tanks. So, those of you may have missed it, I was streaming, and you may have missed me just going around through all my French tanks right now because that's where I left off. And I was able to get through all the French tanks really quick. Unfortunately, so did decent with the Renault, but got pretty much got messed over with a few other tanks, especially the CDC, one of the most hardest ones to play. But did decent in the M4, wasn't too bad. Batchat did decent, but wasn't really that great. All Proto, unfortunately, I did mediocrely decent, but got destroyed. Lorraine 40T, I ended up being top on the board, but it was a complete loss against tier 10s as my team decided to give the enemy team an entire advantage. But no. So, missed all those, but what I want to go out was the next 5 matches I did after that. So that's why this is going to be a really long one. It's the 5 high-tier French medium tanks, the Batchat 25T AP, the AMX 30 prototype, or just AMX 30. The most famous one everyone knows, the Shah Future 4. The Tier 10 Batchat 25T, the completely power crept Tier 10, which you may get a surprise out of this one today. And finally, my favorite, the AMX 30B. As you can see, I've used it on ranked a few times. Everyone thought I was crazy too. So without further ado, I'm going to show you exactly what happened during the time of me playing all 5 of these tanks, starting with the Batchat 25T. Alright, and here we are with our first match of the video, the Batchat 25T AP, here on a defense mission on Ghost Town. So, kind of a good situation that I'm a high tier here with the Batchat 25T AP, as I have to keep saying it. Unfortunately, we all know that this one and its tier 10 successor, the Batchat 25T, they're unfortunately at such a huge disadvantage these days. They have been extremely power crept and removed from the meta the moment the Czechoslovakian tanks came out. So they're at a huge disadvantage. So I know right now you can't see the reload. This is actually about a 47-second reload, or 46, somewhere around there. It's either that one or the AMX 5100 I'm thinking of. Very, very long reload to get 6 rounds, and unfortunately it's a 2.7, 2.5, 2.7 intra clip between each round. So I don't know why my timer is not on there. So here I am. I decided to rush up here with... Yeah, so I decided to rush up with the Borask, and unfortunately the Progetto. For some reason this night a lot of people were rushing. A lot of us were rushing. So we decided to get up and take the hill and take the advantage. Yes, you saw Progetto actually got 2 shots on me. I got 2 shots on him. And Skoda comes up, and I figured I would take out the Skoda, but then, oh, there's a K91. Thankfully, he missed. And here we go. Here's the Progetto again, which, yep, there it goes. Now I'm just like, okay, BZ's coming in to finish him off, so then I don't have to deal with him no more. But now I have to deal with this K91. And yes, unfortunately, the Batchat 25T, it does not have great gun depression at all. So it's not really good at the hill. And again, the major problem with this is that you have 6 rounds. You can clip almost any tank out there, but it's such a long intra-clip reload compared to the TVP 5051 VTU and the Skoda T50. They're super fast with the much faster reload, at least 3 times faster than this. So yeah, when the Czechoslovakian medium tanks came out, it took the French medium tanks out of business. And it just, that's what happened to him. So, already tried getting a smack at me. He missed, but still managed to do about 120 damage. I'm keeping an eye over here, ensuring none of them pop out on the side and take us, because if they do, myself and the Nebraska are done. So I look, I know the T-103 was also just spotted behind them, so I'm like, okay, we gotta figure out what to do here. I decide to reload at this point, hard reset the reload just to have 6 rounds, just in case they decide to push, or if the city decides to fail. And unfortunately, this is basically what ends up happening to most of it. Wow, that's an interesting zoom out. Never seen that in the replay before. So I'm sitting here looking, and I see the Scorp G and TVP, and I'm like, come on, guys. I was talking to myself. Didn't type it. I should have typed it. I said, come on, guys. If we get up here, there's two of them. We could bum rush this and get them both. It's a T-103 and a K-91. If I fully reload, Barras fully reloads, and you two come with us, you can easily take out the T-103, and I take care of the K-91. But alas, Scorp G stays down to the bottom, and TVP comes up. He decides to stay down there and get advantage, because as you can see where he's at, he had a shot to take out some of the tanks down there, which the Emil is now gone. So he starts moving up. City's still going strong as is. 4-2. There goes another tank. 4-3. Here comes Kenny, and unfortunately I took another hit. Hopefully trying to dodge the T-103, and thankfully he missed, but I didn't get him. And then this is the unfortunate part with how RNG does with me. So 1, 2, nope. So now I'm 47. I am now one shot dead. And I'm like, great, what do? I gotta get out of here. I gotta figure out what to do. I gotta reload. So here I was about to go into somewhat of a panic mode, then decided to, like, okay, see him, he's popping out. Oh, can't do that. If I try and retreat, the K-91's just gonna pop out and kill me. T-103 is there, he takes a shot. Unfortunately, they take out the TVP. Then Barras tries to come in and take a few shots. Unfortunately, not successful. So I sit here wondering what's going on. T-103 is now coming up. And I'm like, okay, I figured I pretty much have to leave at this point. As soon as I see that super Pershing comes, yep, I gotta leave. I'll die if I stay there, so I have to risk it. And only try and dodge, and thankfully, as I run over here, I think I just missed it, but they missed the shot. There it is. There it was. They missed the shot. Managed to get away. That is the unfortunate thing with the Batchat. It's way too easy to kill. No armor. It's ideally an oversized light tank. That was the advantage they had when these tanks first came out. AP unfortunately wasn't out at the time. It used to be the Lorraine 40T as a tier 9, then they switched it out to make the Lorraine a tier 8 premium, and then added this, which is the prototype version of the Batchat 25. So then comes out, ooh, yes, finally, haha, take this, I shall get revenge shots on you. As soon as I said that, I moved back, because I figured, okay, can't anyone knows, I moved back to the bushes here. Still sitting at 47, hoping the Artie doesn't blind fire me. And I'm like, okay, I see it. He's popping his head up, not coming out to the BZ. Oh, I think I know what he's doing. He's trying to aim to the bush. Just to take me out. So I'm sitting here wondering what to do. This is fantastic. I'm stuck here with 47 HP. I'm leaving 4 rounds in just in case that K-91 does pop out. Brask is a one-shot, as he's now dealing with the Super Pershing. Thankfully, they took out the T-103, but that K-91 is still an issue. We do not have the proper gun depression to take him out. The BZ does, but even the BZ is down to a one-shot where the artillery can take him out. Going looking at the map at the city. There goes the M103, so they took out the heavy tank over there. I keep an eye on the K-91 to ensure he comes out, because if he does, I got him, but nope. He's keeping his distance. This K-91 is actually a really good player, knowing that I'm back here because I shot him twice. Doesn't want to pop it because he knows the Brask is right there. Brask is trying to take out that Super Pershing. And K-91's now trying to focus on the BZ, so he's being very careful. He doesn't want to pop out to have all 3 of us go after him. BZ takes another shot, unfortunately unsuccessful, as you were going to see here. And here he comes. Yep, unsuccessful. Kind of unfortunate, too, for him. And there it goes. They already took him out. And the one thing we all worried about. Very unfortunate the BZ didn't do anything. For how strong that tank is that needs to be nerfed. Surprised he didn't do anything to the K-91. So Barras is still sitting put. That Barras is just like putting on his big boy pants on. He got the brown pants on right now. Just sitting there perfectly still. I'm surprised that Super Pershing isn't getting him. K-91 pops up their proxy spot, so Barras is going to be, uh-oh. And then I'm like, oh, he's backing up. Aha. Unfortunate. One shot. Okay, there's one. There's 2. He disappears, and I hold on. There he is again. Fire one more. And only because, again, the RNG decided to screw me over, as it usually does, I did not kill the K-91. Because if we had taken out that K-91, that would have been very superb for us to be able to go on the side and prevent the rest of the enemy from pushing the city. Because now, as we can see, it's 7-10, and the city is not doing too well either. So we have over here the TS-54 and Waffenträger 4 trying to hold off as our best. There we go, nice shot on the standard B. I look over, keep an eye, as you see my turret move a few times, going, what's going on over there? The artillery decides to platoon with me, so I platoon with him. And I'm like, about to guard ahead and tell him, like, point over here and tell the RD, like, hey, get this K91 out of here. If we do, we can get this hill. 2 minutes remain. Enemy team's got to step it up. Come on, got to step it up. So unfortunately, when it turns out 2 minutes, I just noticed over in the city, yep, they're now pushing, and I figured, okay, I have no choice but to go over there. Ignore the K91. The city needs help. So notice the Super Pershing. Here's the Super Pershing coming down south, getting ready to go and take out that pesky Barask that he's been trying to deal with this whole time. There he is. I tried to look, and unfortunately, no, he doesn't come out. Which is a good thing. He got spotted, doesn't see the Barask, and he backs off. The rest of the team's trying to push into the city, and oh my goodness, yes! And there's RNG again. Oh, great. Now I'm like, okay, finally. So once again, RNG tried to screw me over, as I said on Twitch, live on Twitch, by the way. I went, yep, it literally tried to make me lose this match. Finally got that K91. He's like my nemesis. Kudos to that player, though. He played that thing smart. He just, unfortunately, he forgot that I was still there, or thought I had moved. So, but yeah, he played a really good time on that hill. That was amazing gameplay by him, ensuring that we couldn't get him easily. So they're trying to cap, and we're like, okay, we got to stop them. They're about to cap. They have the time. Now I pop out, and hello? What do we have here? He's gone. 2 rounds left. We finally hit him just enough to where it's 1 second off. They're not going to win no matter what. And 1 more hit. They're not going to win. So I push up, getting ready. Okay, I'm going to take K4, and I see the Skoda's coming back. Like, uh-oh. So I decide to back up. Keep backing up, keep backing up. And yeah, I'm not reloading at this point because I don't have the time. It's over 40 seconds. So I decided to stay back and not allow that Skoda to get a free kill because they lost at this point. So right there, there's the first match out of it. 2,780 damage, 560 assists. So 3,000 combined. And unfortunately, as you saw earlier, the game tried to hinder me as much as it could, missing the K91, several opportunities to kill it, but managed to turn around, and we won by them not capping the base with us still alive. So that was the first one, the Batchat 25T AP, and out of all 5 tanks, this was the second worst of the 5. So in other words, let's not try and make it worse. Let's say it is the 4th best out of all the matches. 5 in a row. This was the 4th best out of all of them. So let's go take a look at the other 4 and find out which one was the 5th best out of all of them. And here we are in the next match of the 5 French vehicles that I decided to play in a row, as I usually do. Next we have the Tier 9 AMX-30, a tank that used to be on the tech tree but was removed as a collector's tank. Sort of a way as the AMX-30s were unfortunately being the least played. Kind of ironic too. The Batchat 25T is, everyone's having a rough time on that. They don't like playing that tank. It's got so power crap, but nobody was playing the AMX-30. So it is now a collector's vehicle. So how you get the collector's vehicle is once you research a tank of the same tier, then you can go and push this. Unfortunately, I made a joke with the WZ there as he shoved me in the train, trying to reach up over here. EOC pops up there. Kind of risky for the EOC to be down there. Sees us, but doesn't do it. And I was surprised I got that shot. So Batchat moves up. Unfortunately, he takes a huge, massive thing. I try and move up, and Nuda just keeps getting in the way. And I'm like, come on, man. Let me get this. Let me get this. Pop out, Batchat. Boom, got a shot. And thankfully, that bounced. Ironically, the AMX-30 has a very, very strong turret. So what's so great about the AMX-30s? Why do I love the AMX-30s a lot compared to the rest? Well, it's not like your typical French tank. It's not an auto-loader. It's a single-shot medium tank. And they did recently buff this several years ago. Recently. But it was a few years ago they did buff it to change the aspects of the AMX-30s to make it more of a brawler tank. They increased the turret armor, which it has really strong turret armor. Unfortunately, its gun depression is still pretty lackluster. And there we go. Unfortunately, despite the fact the turret has strong armor, as you can see, well, here's the flaw. That gigantic cupola with the upgraded turret. So I look at, here's the Udis. I'm like, oh, I gotta get the Udis, and then watch. And I'm like, yeah, oh, why did my gun go up? The Progetto knocked me into the hill, caused my gun elevation to go up, and this thing with poor gun depression, there was a missed opportunity. Got another shot, though, with the Batchat 12T as we all decide to push up and take over everything. So here we are, taking out a few tanks. That's the second tank down. Batchat's unfortunately taking everyone else out. So I decided to sit here and go, okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that Batchat and ensure he doesn't do that again, because he took out the Progetto. Thankfully, the Tortoise is pushed up. Their Progetto's retreating. Tortoise is pushing up, and they're going to take out that Vipera. So I'm like, okay, I have the opportunity. See if I can get up to take the Batchat. Sadly, the Batchat runs away. Yeah. Now, everywhere else on the map, over on the west side of the map, they are winning. I tried looking here with the 277 because he's right there in the center, but he retreats, so I didn't get a few shots on him. So I sit here to see if anyone pops up. But that doesn't go to it. Ooh, 122, and got another lucky shot. I was getting lucky shots with the AMX-30 this match. Already over 2,000 combined. There's the ELC even 90. Pop out. Oop, spoke too soon about lucky shots. Again, EOC even 90, still one of the hardest tanks to hit because it's so tiny. Still can't believe how small that tank still is and fits 3 crew members. Not even the Manticore is as small as the EOC even 90. Manticore only fits 2, so something's odd here. Come up, don't do it, missed again. And unfortunately that miss does cost the AMX's, well, time of having fun. Because there he goes, 1, 2, I pop up, and then I finally finish him off. So unfortunate that that shot didn't hit, because we could have used that AMX CDA for quite a while. Pop up, try to see if I can see the 277. Nope, 277 still near full health. Progetto, I can't see the Progetto. T95 sitting there, and T95 is struggling right now. You're going to see a few chat come up. I don't remember if he was swearing or just mad. He's trying to take care of Progetto. He's all by himself. He's, at this point, I remember him, he eventually begs for us. Unfortunately, Progetto does die, and yes, earlier, I did forget to mention it, the Progetto 65 fell off and died. So now Progetto's gone, I decided to pop over here and look, and ooh, what do you know? Ding, got another 401. Which is nice. Unfortunately, there's not enough tank destroyers, or at least HP remaining for all the tank destroyers in the game for me to complete the mission. Like, I need to do, what was it, 3,500? Pop out, get a shot, and then back off, because I knew I was going to get spotted. There I was. Unfortunately, that's what happened with the Progetto. He stayed and didn't realize he was getting spotted. So, Progetto needs to learn, probably didn't know about the mechanics of bushes. So I pop over here because I know the ISU came this way. There he is. It's like, aha, I'm right here. And I'm like, okay. Fire around, hit him, get his attention to ensure that he backs off so he doesn't sneak on the IS-3A. And again, I fire and move back because I knew I was going to get spotted. So with the mechanics of the bushes, if you can see clearly through it and you fire, you're going to lose the camo rating of the bush. But if you shoot, what you saw me do with the SU-130, if you shoot behind it and you still can't see through it, you're not going to lose as much. So that's how I didn't get spotted when I shot the SU-130, but did when I shot the other 2. So I stay at this position because I'm like, okay, this is going to be great. I'm already at almost 4,000 combined, still at full health. Ironically, that's interesting. Yep, and there's a T95, just all caps. He's upset because, again, he was right there. 277 comes finish him off, whereas our Tortoise ran back to go help him. He sees the 277, unfortunately 277 goes. I'm right here. I see the Progetto waiting for a clear shot, but no good. IS-3A tries to reposition, and the LT's coming to help spot. And I'm just staying right here because this is a good spot. So right there, I figured I'd try and do it, and he thinks, there he goes. He thought I was right where that Progetto was. Thankfully, I was not. I'm still right here in this bush. A lot of people underestimate this spot. Progetto right there, I fire around, and I'm like, LT, finish him off. He shoots the 122 instead. And the Waffenträger finish him off. I'm like, ah, come on. Could have got that Progetto, got a kill out the way, and left one less tank. IS-3 pushed, and I just went, oh, what are you doing, IS-3A? So you see me, I repositioned, because I'm like, wait a minute, he's pushing, and that ISU should still be there. So I look, see if 122 comes out, and I keep an eye on the map, and what do you know? There it is. I'm like, that ISU's still there. What are you doing? Remember, that's an ISU 152K. It is a premium tank that should not be in the game. It is what the ISU 152 used to be with its gun. Thankfully, he chose that. I'm like, oh, unfortunately missed that. I let him finish the ISU to save a round. Unfortunately, I didn't get to hit that 122 to help spare the IS-3A. So I'm like, okay, he's there. Keep an eye, get ready for another shot. I need to get another shot. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. And then I see a 277. I'm like, oh, crap. This is when I started losing hope for the game. For this match, I started losing hope because I'm like, it's a 277 near full health. And I pop out, shoot, and again, don't even hit him. So I'm like, oh, great. And unfortunately, I do get shot. They were ready, but the SU-130 thankfully hit my turret. So I'm like, what am I going to do? I decided to let go because I'm like, this is insane. The 277 still nearly at full health. And I just took my first hit, too. But, I mean, he's a tier 10. I'm a tier 9 medium tank. What am I going to do? So we lost the IS-3, unfortunately, and there's still 5 of them left. I retreat back to the Tortoise because I'm like, we need to stick together. I figured I was going to flank him, but when I saw the Tortoise going that way, I decided to regroup with the Tortoise. I'm like, if there's any chance for us to win, we need to stick together. So we come up, we get ready, because we figured they're just going to push up this way. And again, already, I'm still like, this is our only chance. I still lost hope. That's a full health 277. And there's only 2 of us left. Thankfully, still pretty healthy. And here comes the 122. Exchange fire, and they both missed. Then here he comes. Uh-oh. First shot, nothing. Sadly. The heat round, nothing. He fires, doesn't do anything to me. Tortoise gets a hit in. I get another hit in. There goes more than half his health. Like, okay, that's weird. So, like, what do I do? Oh, nope. I figured the Tortoise was going to finish him off and was going to cover his back, so that's why I did this. So that's what I thought. So I was going to go over here, look at this. I'm like, okay, how can I bait the shot? And then I'm like, wait a minute, I could get my turret up there. Got another shot, and then I noticed the Tortoise turned around too. I was like, oh wait, the 122. So I get ready to shoot him, and unfortunately, this thing's average damage is almost 400. I low rolled, and he's coming in for the kill, and I went, hold up, no you don't. Got another kill. And the Tortoise finished both of them off, which is a good thing. SU comes up, SU unfortunately misses the shot. Doesn't get the Tortoise, so we're like, holy crap, I'm sitting there just shocked. Here I am, over 5,500 combined. 5,000 damage, and I just can't believe we just did that. I'm like, holy crap, did we do that? So I'm like, okay, SU-130 is over here, and I figured the Waffenträger is still back there. I'm like shaking at this point. 5,000 damage, and we just took out a near full health 277. So I get up here, I got HE loaded, because these two are easy to hit. And as I get up here, unfortunately, oh no, my Tortoise, no! I lost my battle buddy. Then I found, well, he's there. I know the SU-130's here. There's the Waffenträger. I'm like, I should go get him. Like, should I go down there and get him, or just, you know what? And I figured this. Wait a minute. Waffenträger's slow. He's not going to get up the hill in time. So I decided to go cap and lure him to me. Even though I literally could have just went after that Waffenträger and take him out myself, because look at, I still got over 1,000 HP. I don't know why I thought of that. But I'm like, I'd rather do that because, you know, of how RNG does to me. So I decided to get the cap and try and lure him out and keep an eye on that direction because I know he's slow. He has to come that way. Tortoise reminded me he's a one-shot. I know he is a one-shot, but I'm trying to do this because RNG, again, you saw what happened to the batch at 25 TAP. RNG likes to mess with me a lot. So I'm like, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to make sure that RNG doesn't mess with me. So I sit here going, okay, he's not coming this way. Still not coming this way. Got a minute left. And I was thinking, okay, maybe he's going up that way. I'm like, where is he going? Then this T95 who was angry points out that he's over on my back left. I'm like, he's not that fast. So I literally went. I'm halfway about to cap the base and he hasn't showed up yet. I'm like, where is he? I'm like, he's not that way. He's not that fast. There's no way he can go up there because he has to pass through here for me to see. 60. Still nowhere to be seen. I'm like, what's he doing? Then he sort of says he's on the other side of the map. I'm like, there's no way he gets over there, even with turbo. No way he gets over there. So then I start panning back and forth thinking, okay, maybe he went this way to the bridge. Because if he goes this way, he can hit me, but I can take him out. But I'm like, okay, he's going this way. No, not there, not there. I'm like, where is he? So I'm like, okay, I'm almost done. 15 seconds. I'll just back off and just cap it. I don't care anymore. Look, I'll just cap it. I'm guaranteed to win. Look at that. Almost 6,000 combined. So 5 seconds left. I stay on and cap the base to get Invader. And pop on out. I'm like, yes, I caught it. And then all of a sudden, ooh, he fires and look who it is. Oh no. There he is. All the way over there. And I didn't get a chance to shoot to get rid of him, unfortunately. So all in all, this was an amazing match. I was shaking because I couldn't believe it. Just a superior match. I can't believe it. That 277, I'm shocked. We actually got him down because he could have ended both of us no problem with the help of the Progetto and the 122, but we turned it around and took all three of them out. Sadly, I lost my Tortoise battle buddy to that Waffenträger, and I didn't get revengeance on him. Yeah. Still, I probably should have went right ahead and, just rush up to him. So I should have rushed up to him and take him out as I had the HP to take him out and not get one shot. But again, you never know with RNG. So all in all, with everything that goes on, with what you saw here, this was the second best match of the 5. Interesting. So yes, don't underestimate the AMX-30. They are amazing tanks. They really are. So with that, we're going to go to the next one, which would be the Char Future 4. And here we are now with the Char Future 4. So at this point, everyone should know what the Char Future 4 is. The most common tier 9 tank everyone's probably seen. It is a battle pass tank, so it has the infinite large repair kit. All you have to do is get 9 battle pass tokens for any of the 3 seasons of the 9 chapters for the year. Each battle pass token will always be staying with you all the way through, so if you play free, you can eventually get this. Not so much the more expensive ones, but you can get the Char Future 4 for free. I would highly recommend it. Out of all the battle pass tanks in there right now, Char Future 4 by far is the best, even though there are a few others that are also powerhouses like the Cobra, and lately the Panzer 07 Project, which is actually doing decently well right now. Char Future, the most. This is the one you'll always see. Fantastic 4-round autoloader, unfortunately with a 4-second inch-clip reload. Kind of a long reload, but not as long as the Batch Hats, so that's what makes it ideally superior compared to the others. That's why you see it all the time. So I move up. I decide to stick with the Char Future 4 as well as my team, and they saw him, but he's hiding very carefully. So I get up in this position, and I see the G's where he decides to continue, and I just went, I'm going to join you guys. Let's do this. I figured, why not hold that position, prevent them from coming this way? Sheridan's in the center trying to figure out where their light tank's at. So I move over here, get in position. This is as far as you can get in the map. There's the barrier in the way, but this is always a nice spot to hold, and oh dear. What is that? What is that? Why is there an IS-7 over here? Of all the tanks to come by, the IS-7 shows up. Not to mention, there's the AMX-13-105. So there's their light tank, and there's the G-SOR, and there's a 122 over there sniping. IS-7, unfortunately, is taking a good thing, getting rid of the G-SOR. I tell the G-SOR, back off, he's just going to kill you. He needs to come up a little further so that myself and the other Char so we can take him on. Misses the shot, and then unfortunately he gets me. Gets my turret and gets out my commander. We both miss a shot and try and take him out. I'm just very upset at this point. There goes our G-SOR. I'm very upset at this point. Like, why is an IS-7 over here? This is not an ideal location for him to be in. It does not have a great gun depression at all. So I was just frustrated. Like, why is he here? Why is there a heavy tank in a position where he's not supposed to be? Artie tries to assist us. AMX-13-105 unfortunately tries to push up and find him. The Sheridan gets a position and sees both him and the G-SOR, and unfortunately this is their downfall. Here's the G-SOR getting hit. AMX gets hit hard, probably by the Sheridan. And here he comes, getting ready to snipe, and I'm like, oh, he's here. Oh, I'm trying to shoot him. Nope, can't. Char's in the way. Char backs up. I'm like, no, what are you doing? Back up. There you go. And the AMX-13-105 dies. So there it goes. I track the IS-7. I'm like, okay, nope, he repairs. Oh, I'm so mad at this point. He knows the other Char Future is reloading, so I decided to retreat and get out of there. Unfortunately, boom, oh, there's another sniper, the WZ-121FT. Ooh, so I know there's 2 snipers over there. IS-7 pushes up. Star Future 4, unfortunately, I believe is still reloading, unable to do much to the IS-7 as he is just dominant in this spot. Still not a good spot because then if we go right underneath him, he can't shoot us. Char tries to charge him and unfortunately gets hit by both the snipers. Tries to fire all the rounds, not very successful at doing anything to IS-7, and then he just decides to do this. He gets one shot in, and he rams him. Still upset on why the IS-7's here. I'm just confused. Like, why? If he was over on the west with the heavy tanks on the other side of the map, he would have dominated with that VZ-55. Because ours was an AMX M454, which would have been the one he had to go against. And they had the advantage, especially since our other Tier 10 heavy tank, the ST-2, got destroyed. So the only advantage we have is that our light tank is still alive. But the IS-7 is still there, and then all of a sudden I looked, and I realized this. They charged him. 50 TP sneaks right behind him, Sheridan gets a shot off, and boom, there he goes. IS-7 unfortunately gets destroyed by 50 TP, and went with the IS-7 where I was at, I could have aimed down and managed to track the IS-7. IS-7 could not have aimed down that far, so that's how the 50 TP got to him. Only issue is 50 TP is getting sniped. I told the Sheridan, hey, you need to go spot this. Sheridan's like, all right. He goes up there, and we see him. Boom, one shot. 4 seconds, got him. And then the WZ, he backs off and he starts retreating. Sheridan's now going to town because he's still alive. Their light tank's going. That took care of everything in the corner, and I'm just sitting here going to chat now going, man, he should not have done that. I tried doing this, and unfortunately it was unsuccessful, so I'm like, great. Okay, so then, oh look. Hello? Keep 9 there. So that's another thing with the Sharpshooter you have to understand. The Sharpshooter does have a very, very poor reticule bloom. Not bad accuracy. It's actually decent accuracy. It's just, yeah, when dispersion, it's very, very poor. So you have to understand that. So I look over and was like, okay, what's going on? Okay, Rambot's still there. Sheridan sneaks up, gets by the WZ, and he finds the Arty. Conqueror gun carrier is gone by him, so he's sneaking up to the other Arty. VK takes out the T-28 prototype. And then myself, the TVP, and the 50 TP is now moving up. Sheridan takes out the other artillery. So now they have no Arty left. And as you can see, the VZ is now backing off because he sees this whole flank is now open with the Sheridan behind us. He's like, oh, I gotta retreat. WZ's retreating to try and take out the Sheridan. I look behind, like, okay, well, yeah, at this point, even though I was upset at the I-7, he did number on us. But it still was like, had he gone over to that VZ-55, they would have won that easily. So I pop up, sneak up, and there's RNG again. I'm like, oh crap, he's going to kill me. Get one shot, and Sheridan finishes him off because I distracted him. Again, I thought I was going to end right there because I'm like, oh, he's going to hit that. Oh, ooh, almost there again. Woo-wee. I was getting lucky. I'm a one shot, and I'm like, that's a premium Chinese tank destroyer. He's going to kill me. Thankfully, he doesn't fire, and the VZ, oh, I'm dead again. Nope, VZ misses. So I reload at this point, which, again, another thing about the Sharpshooter 4, it's 4 rounds, but it's only like about a 30 or less than 30 second reload for 4 rounds. It's not that bad. Sharpshooter 4 has been everyone's favorite of all the Battle Pass tanks. So I go up here, I'm like, okay, what are we going to do? T-28 is now gone. The heavy tank realizes, well, my heavy tank realizes that the VZ retreated and he's in the way. Problem with that, the VZ's full health. He is in the way. So I'm like, what am I going to do? The Stressfon's probably still sitting in the spot. If I pop out, that Stressfon's going to kill me. He's in a particular spot that where if I pop up, he's going to get me because the other thing with the Sharpshooter 4, like the Batjet, doesn't have that great gun depression. So I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? Okay, how about this? How about I bring the tree up? Because if I do that and use it as camo, I might be able to pop my head up without the VZ seeing me, even though he's really close. Without the VZ seeing me, and so that I can see the Stressfon. So he spots me, I back off a bit just in case, because that Stressfon, I didn't know what the HP of my allied tanks on the other side is. I figured that Stressfon was going to pick them all off, because I think they're all down, but then, so there goes the Sheridan, unfortunately. We lost a light tank. There's the AMX, one shot. Stressfon gets ready for another thing. He takes a big whop and hit, and boom, he's gone. Thankfully. Now all that's left is the VZ who's right here, and unfortunately myself and the TVP, yeah, we're doomed. Here he comes, notice, oh, he's starting to charge like, oh dear. He's going to take the two of us out, reloading time, take more out, because a lot of us are one-shots. Don't get me wrong, the VZ can easily take us all out. TVP misses, and sadly, the VZ missed the shot, and only had one shot left. He didn't reload. So he's picking on the TVP. TVP's like, help me, help me. I tracked him back. He takes another shot and finished him off. So right there we go. I do one more shot for good measure just to ensure there's no survivors. And with that, there is the Char Future 4. So over 3,000, 3,500 combined. And I'd like to restate this. I thought this was, for my memory, since it's poor, I thought this was the 5th best. No, this actually edges out above the Batchat 25T AP. So this is the 4th best, and the Batchat's unfortunately down as the 5th best of the matches that I have done. But still, I managed to recuperate my damage to 2878 with 714 assists, so 3,600 combined just about. So that was actually pretty interesting, despite the fact, again, I just did not understand why that IS-7 went there. Again, had he gone over here, they would have won, because the IS-7 with the VZ together, after they took out the ST2, they would have just stomped that entire side. So remember that. That's another thing to learn from this video. Remember that. If you're a heavy tank, sometimes going in places where you're not supposed to be is not the greatest decision. Now, unfortunately, this was the funny thing. Despite the IS-7 doing that, he did end up having the highest damage in the match of over 4,000. But again, he may have done so much, hit me, killed the G-Sword, killed the Char, and maybe damaged that 50 TP. He still couldn't carry the team because he was in the wrong spot. So with that, that was the Char Future 4. Still managed to, again, almost 3,000 damage, so I recuperated that. Now let's get on to the next tank, which should be the 3rd best. As I said, the AMX-30 was the 2nd best. So let's get on to the next one. It'll be the AMX-30 Bravo. All right, and here we are with the AMX-30B Bravo. This is the Tier 10 AMX-30 that was also on the tech tree but was removed, which did help the Batchat 12T, like I said earlier with the AMX-30. So it helped him a lot. And again, it wasn't really a whole popular tank. This is another one. They rearranged this one too to be a brawler with increasing his turn armor, but as you can see, there is a gigantic cupola on my head. So that was a huge flaw they did. Let's make it a brawler, but leave that giant weak spot in there. So that's why a lot of people did not like the AMX-30. But everyone underestimates it. It's got a high power gun. It really does. It is a high power gun. 105 millimeter, 390 average damage with 248 standard, 300 premium. So I get spotted there, but tried to take the Leopard out, and like, oh, missed the Leopard. So I'm wondering, how did they get spotted so early? There's light tank didn't get there, so I'm like, that seems odd, because Leopard didn't see me. So I sit here for a bit, because I'm like, this is a nice spot, only the light tank can get me there, or if anyone parks right there, they can get me, but... So I'm like, okay, what's going on? CS63, and the funny thing of this match, I thought when I saw the map, he went in the building. I was like, oh, wait a minute, what happened there? But no, I just forgot there's a little divot there. Thankfully, our 260 with the CS63 and all our objects over there are going like, yep, we're going do-do-do-do-do-do. They took the city because they didn't get there in time. So I'm still sitting here wondering what's going on. What do I do? They're taking the city. They're not in the city. Light tank didn't go up. Then I see Rambot's like, okay, doing that in the Leopard. I'm like, I'll join you guys. Let's do this. 3 of us here. They're not in the center. They're not in the city. What's the point of us sitting here? So I try moving up. Don't get spotted. Leopard takes a pot shot, though, because he believes the light tank is right there. Thankfully, he's not, but we're like, where are they? So I'm like, okay, I'm stuck on the cliff, so I'm having trouble keeping my tank steady. It's like, okay, we need to move up. Oh, look. There's the Leopard. Oh, I see his butt. And I touch the butt. Woo! Leopard gets another shot in. Oh, yes. So that's another thing they did with the AMX-30. It was supposed to be a brawler, but now it turns out with this great accuracy, but unfortunately poor weak spot. There's another shot. The AMX-30 ends up being like a sniper tank, though not as accurate as a Leopard, so that's the other problem. You can be a sniper support tank, but do beware that you may miss more shots than the Leopard. I get a shot in the Batchat, the Leopard gets another shot in the Batchat as well. We're just in sync in this match. There's the Leopard, I fire, got him. Sweet. TVP is gone. There's the grill, Batchat's now gone. Grill's gonna get hammered here. Objects are not stopping. So we move up, there's a T-110, and like, none of us responded. So I'm like, okay, let me push up a little further, get a better shot on that T-110. Grill's now gone. I mean, those objects. Unfortunately, I didn't get the kill on the T-110E4 because that missed. But yeah, so now you can see why the Object 268V4s are being nerfed. That is insane. That we have 3 of them, a full platoon. That's just dumb. Pop, 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 object's not there, so I'm like, okay, we're all pushing up. There goes CS63 in the round. But Foch is getting hammered because, again, a full platoon of 2684s. This was not a good match for him at all. Haven't got hit, popped it. There's the 140, and I'm like, okay, let me pop out. Boom, get a shot. Boom, yeah. 140 sitting there to try and stop the horde, basically. Get another shot in, 2300 damage. Yes, we're getting there. Finally getting up, because I'm like, I don't know if this is going to be my 5th match, which this was my 5th match. Am I going to get superior matches with the 5 high-tier French mediums? So I roll up. CS63 is trying to keep him preoccupied. They're wondering what to do. There's the light tank. At least we're finally figure out where he's at. Foch is gone. They're now swarming the 140. I'm like, oh, look. I got your butt. So I got the Super Conqueror's butt now. That, unfortunately, caused him to turn around, do that, take another shot, and because he turned, my team on the other side finishes the Super Conqueror off, because she's like, why are you behind me? So we come up, trying to finish the rest of these tanks off. 2 on the other side of the hill. I get a shot, unfortunately, tracked him, but... Doom, doom, doom. Oh yeah, 1088. I don't finish him off because I don't know where my round went. And then C100's all by himself, like, oh no! And he gets destroyed. Like, what just happened here? I mean, as you can see, that was a ridiculously quick match. That wasn't even 5 minutes. Ridiculously quick match. And as you see, 4,300 combined. So I may have to change a few things. This, again, was the 3rd best match. 3rd best. So as you can see in order right now, the 2nd was the AMX 30 Tier 9. 3rd, the AMX 30B, with 4,300 combined. The 4th was the Char Future 4 at over 3,500. And then the 5th was the Bat Chat at just over 3,000 combined. This was just a crazy match. It's insane. So, I mean, that's just quick. There's not much to go off on this one. So now, since we said all that, that leaves it to the best match I've had with these 5. Yes, probably one of the worst tier 10s, the Bat Chat 25T. And here we are, the Bat Chat 25T. With the Marengo 3D style, too. I like this one the best. Now, like I said earlier from previous, which was really quick, too, by the way. That was only 5 minutes for that match. This has been one of the worst tier 10s in the game. It has been struggling so hard. As I looked at the reload was just about 37 seconds, almost 40, just to get 5 rounds with a 105. Now, let's be honest, the 105 isn't that bad. 259 standard pen with 390 HP, 330 for heat rounds, which is very good to have for heat rounds, which is going to be higher than Chieftain here soon. I mean, that's not bad. For how that is with the 105, it's actually really good. The problem is, it's that super long 37-second reload for 5 rounds. Now, the Bat Chat used to be the top. It used to be the meta when it came out. It was insane. A medium tank with 5 rounds that deal, on average, just about 400 HP per damage. You are full clipping almost any tank at that time, except for the mouse. So it was just dominating everything. Super fast, fast as a light tank, being able to see like a light tank. Unfortunately, it got power crept so hardcore when the Czechoslovakian tanks came out, and the TDP 5051 just blew these out the water. 22-second reload for 4 rounds, over 300 damage, in such quick succession. So I get up here looking, okay, T-49 is there, T-100 is there. I'm like, okay, there's no light tank spawning down here. I'm like, oh, wait, they're right there. I'm like, hey, come on, let's push this. Let's not give them the advantage. So I push up, and I figured I'd get spotted by that Char Future, and I did. So I'm like, ah, screw it. And oh, what did I do? What did I do? He's right there, and ooh, tracked him. Yes. I'm like, okay, I gotta keep him tracked, get him tracked. Oh, got it, yes. Boom, just like that, in an instant. Took out the 2684 and oh dear 704, and oh, ow. He shot my butt and set me on fire. Thankfully though, because I spotted him, look what's happening. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Full spotting damage. Ooh, that was good. I'm like, that's sweet justice for setting my butt on fire. Lit a firecracker in me. So I decided to reload and turn down this way. I'm like, already, look at that. Look at that, 3,000 combined instantly, and I can't believe I got that lucky. And I'm like, okay, pop up, like, oh crap, T100. Oh no! At this point, I was almost reloaded, and thankfully, boom. Ah, no, the first shot missed. No! Okay, got him again. Ah, what's he doing? Oh, I'm stuck. Got him again. Ah, we're trading. Aha! Thankfully, T100. I reloaded. Aha, got him, and uh-oh. He positioned. Look where my tracks are. So we'll pause right here. Look at my tracks. They're in the perfect spot to not gain any traction. He has successfully trapped me. I'm like, oh no, help me. I'm like, help me, Bad Chat, I'm stuck. Thankfully, he sees. So one thing I did a video of an empathy test, he found it. Thank you so much, Bad Chat. I say thank you so much. I was going to be stuck there for the rest of the game if he not do that. Ooh, that T100 is like, I'm going to keep you here. So instantly, even though I'm already almost dead, I just can't believe already this was the best Bad Chat match I have ever had. Look at that, 5,000 combined instantly. Pop out, there's D92, I'm still reloading. I'm like, ooh, yes. So fired one round. Nope, missed. Thanks, game. I fired another one, tracked him and hit him. And I'm like, I'm just going to reload to get 5 more rounds for a full clip and let him finish him off. Let him have the kill. He helped me. Thank you so much. There you go. So, and I still got track damage too. Look at that. Already almost 6,000 combined. Insane. Well, I'm reloading around and just going up here to assist the team. Ding, hello. Ooh, that would have been. Ooh, that would have made me not a happy camper had I died to the arty like that. Fortunately, I didn't go with the Bad Chat. He had a nice position to shoot, but I'm still reloading. So he was taking pot shots out of them. So there I go. I finally reload IS-3. I'm like, which way is he looking? Which way is he looking? Find out he's not doing that, so I take a shot. There we go. 3,400 damage now. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6,000 combined. So I sit here and wait. I'm going, okay, Camp Panzer, I believe, is going to back up. Those are the last two with the arty on top. And here we go. Okay, he's doing it. Oh, wait. No, is he going to do it? Oh, no, he's not going to do that. And oh, wait. Ooh, he's going to do it. Am I going to get it? Got it. 3,800 damage, 2,600 assist. Arty gets seen. Arty gets blown up. Tortoise is over there, and that's it. And I just went, okay, they're after him. And he's gone. Another quick match of only less than 5 minutes. That is insane. I just can't believe it. Just look, I mean, seriously, less than 5 minutes again with another French tank. And as you see this, as you can see, 6,000 combined. This is the best of the 5 I have done in that night. Can't believe it. I just, still, for the batch of 2015, like I said, it is just on a struggle bus right now. Such hard time it's going through. Just being power crept from the TVP, such being a large, abnormally large light tank with medium tank properties. It is just on a struggle bus right now. So they're still looking into this thing. They're going to buff it, but so far, unfortunately, it did not get into the buff wave from this next patch of 1.22, which is sad. We're all waiting for this. It needs some love in wargaming, but even then, with the fact that it's still having struggles, you will still get matches like this. Ironically, sadly, there are those out there who somehow got even luckier than I did, as this, even though it was my best match ever in the Bat Chat, it was still only a Mastery Class 1. So some people are out there getting super lucky. This was over about 1,300, 1,200, 1,300 base experience. Someone's getting like 1,400 plus. Man, they're having a good time with this tank. So yeah. Can't believe that. So this is the #1 best match I've had so far of the 5 French tanks I had. And again, you could have all seen this live. You're all missing out. This was live on Twitch, twitch.tv/bloodlustnight. All live, and I did all 5 of these tanks in a row, starting with the AMX 30, Bat Chat 25 TAP, excuse me, with the Bat Chat Tier 9, the AMX 30 Tier 9, then the Char Future, then this, then the AMX 30B, because that's how it was in order as I go down the list. But still, this was just unbelievable. I was just shocked. I'm like, oh man, this is ridiculous. I've never had this much luck. I've done it with the AMX 30B many times, but not the Bat Chat. I couldn't believe it. So, let me know what you think about these French medium tanks. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Have you given them a try? Are you struggling grinding them out? Come over to my channel, twitch.tv/bloodlustnight, or put down in the comments below, and I will answer it to you there, to figure out, give you some tips and tricks, and I could do some more videos on tips and tricks on how to go through the line. just to help you out on it. So let me know what you think about these matches. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you like it? If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you hate it, whatever. And do hit that subscribe button to get out more followers. Let my video out there know so that everyone can see it. Because on YouTube and Twitch, completely radically different. Twitch, I have it as an adult channel because I do swear. Here, I am doing it differently. So do hit that subscribe. Let everyone know that I'm out here doing these videos and showing you these great matches with these tanks. Just unbelievable. I mean, look at that. 6,000 combined. How often do you see that in the Bad Chat 25T? And once again, ended up, unfortunately, I wasn't top on the board in this one. I was second. Surprisingly second. I forgot who was one of these guys over here that just went nuts. It wasn't the VK. It was one of these guys that just went nuts. It was the Badger. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do hit that subscribe and hop on over to twitch.tv/bloodlustnight. Give it a follow so you know when I'm on. I now have finally set up a schedule of when to come on. So go over there and hit that follow button so you know when you can see these matches live. Because I was shaking after all 5 of these. I had to get up and, woo boy. So thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and until then, I will see you all next time.